They get underway. Sonia Roman will take over and try to get them to 1,000 in 2:39, but it remains to be seen how much interest the athletes will show in these gusting conditions. Dibaba paying very close attention to the second pacemaker there, Sonia Roman, who pulled aside there after, just 2 laps. And Dibaba is running a merry dance for the rest of this field right now, leading them into the final 200 meters. Still dogging her heels is Arigawi of Ethiopia, just 21 years old. She's not well known. She's had a personal best in Belgium 2 years ago. Has never broken 2 minutes for 800 meters, but as they come into the straight, these two have pulled well clear of Lakaud in 3rd place. And what a brilliant run this is from the young Ethiopian behind her compatriot. Now the strength and experience of Dibaba draws her clear. The world indoor 1500 meters champion is going to win this one. And look at the time, oh my word, 3:57.78. That's some 2.5 seconds quicker than anybody managed in the world last year. So 3 3/4 laps of the track then, the metric mile. Will they go with the pacemakers who have been tasked with going out in 63 and hitting 800 in 2:07, and then a slight slowing to 1,000 in 2:40, which is 4-minute pace exactly. You can see that's a lot of traffic and pushing and shoving there to get themselves sorted out after the first 150 meters. Well, it is 500 to run. Laura Muir there in 3rd place. Segai in 2nd place behind Dibaba, who has laid herself out there, exposed herself in front, so to speak, with 2 big names behind her. And these 3 are well away. There's about an 8 or 9 meter gap to 4th place. It's Samuel in 4th place. They hit the bell there in 2:56. Now, who's going to have the legs here? Laura Muir last week to win in Stockholm very comfortably. Only had to run about a 61.8 for her final circuit. She'll need to go many seconds quicker than that here to live with the likes of Dibaba and Segai, I fancy. 300 to 1, 61.9 there. They've gone 62, 66, 61. Not exactly steady pace as Dibaba grimaces now, looks up at the big screen in front of her to see what sort of damage this surge has done. And Segai looks spent. 200 meters to run, and the Ethiopian in 2nd and 3rd place is going backwards, and Laura Muir has the world record holder in her sights. But this is more like the Genzebe Dibaba we're used to. We saw 2 or 3 seasons ago as she kicks into the straights again now, wrestling to stay ahead of Laura Muir, who has that target, the European champion, chasing hard the world record holder. But I think she's going to run out of track here tonight, or is she? It's going to be mighty close. Muir has put on a very, very determined charge to get back to the world record holder, but 60.3 there, 3:56.29 by Genzebe Dibaba to win by 2 or 3 meters from Laura Muir. That was a big performance from Genzebe Dibaba. She is a force to be reckoned with.
2:36 through 1,000 meters, incredibly quick. Noticing that Simpson and Arapi are moving a bit closer in that other pack, but it's between these 3. But they're slowing down rather than speeding up. Who's got the strength here? Hassan should be strong. She's got to get past Segai, who looks spent here. Dibaba trying to do what she did the other day to Laura Muir, get an early march, get away from her. To Hassan trying to hang in there. 3:7 there, another 62. This is fast.
This is lightning quick. Dibaba, remember, last time out went out from 500 meters against Laura Muir and still had the speed to hang on for victory. Hassan closing all the time. Segai is gone. We're down to 2 with 200 meters to go. And Hassan looks really well placed here. And look at the grimace on Dibaba's face, having to work so hard. And Hassan surely mentally now must fancy her chances. Dibaba holding the inside line as she must. Hassan being forced to go round. What can Dibaba hold on in the final 100 meters here? Dibaba, has she found another gear? Just as she did in Rome against Laura Muir. She's done it again. Dibaba, let's look at the clock. The meeting record, 3:59.53. The meeting record will go 3:55.47. It's the fastest time in the world this year.
So we won't have seen anything like this for a while. Super fast pace to be set by Chanel Price. And there goes Dibaba slotting straight in behind. And there goes Hassan, which is interesting for me because Hassan normally on the first lap of 1500 meters would run at the back. She settles in normally, but she's come out with real intent. She was saying to us at the hotel, I don't run to come second. I run all of my races to try and win. So why on earth would I slot in behind the second pacemaker? And Jenny Simpson looks as though she's edging to go past Tverda Stupp as well. So here's Price, then we've got Dibaba, and then we've got Hassan, and then Tverda Stupp in the blonde hair is meant to be pacing the rest of the pack. Let's watch it through this first 300 meters. It's quick, around about 44 seconds. So that's a little quick from Chanel Price, not surprising from the 800-meter woman.
Yes, indeed, they've gone for it, and this time the pacemaking is working. You're quite right, Steve. I wrote a note, there are two races here, and when you think about 2:03 at the halfway at 60.31 for the first 400 meters, so, well, they wanted a quick race, they've got one, certainly. 2:03 the target then, that's the next one. Dibaba's there, so is Hassan. Berzovska, let me get her name right. Berdoska is the Ukrainian, yes, something like that anyway. She's leading that second group, but there's a big gap opening up already.
61st lap, and they've got to keep it on here. When the Chinese athletes went out hard, they went out very hard. 57 first lap, they ran 2 minutes through 800. It'll be slower than that. And Hassan has slotted herself in nicely behind Dibaba. Tverda Stupp almost on her own pace, making the second group. So coming round with 2 laps to go. And the pace is still very, very quick. Dibaba, Hassan, and a bit of a gap to Simpson. Laura Muir right there with Shannon Robury. Maureen Costa started very quickly indeed with the rest of the pack. And then they're well strung out behind that. Let's see, 800 meters, they asked for 2:3. It's going to be quicker than that, or maybe spot on that. There you go. It's actually stopped at 2:4.5, Stuart. So it's slowed dramatically, and that's going to make it hard for Dibaba.
Yeah, this is the critical third lap in this 1500 meters. Hassan is trying desperately to hang on. It is going to be a last lap race for Dibaba, I think, against the clock. But she really is still motoring. There's lots of momentum there. It's very, very quick. The second group led by Simpson, a former world champion. She's a class act, most definitely. But my goodness me, this is a race against the clock. Hassan's hanging on, though. She really is.
Great race here. Dibaba against Hassan. Dibaba, though, stretching away. When she set that 3:54, she ran around about a 60-second last lap. And if she does that, she would break the world record because it's 2:50, sorry, at the bell. Hassan right behind her. Simpson leading the charge behind. Robury, Muir, all heading for very quick times behind them. And then there are gaps, big gaps after that. Dibaba looking at the big screen down the back straight. Hassan is there, 3:4 through 1200. 60 for that 400-meter stretch. Dibaba going away from perhaps the second best woman in the world, Hassan, who cannot live with this pace. 200 meters to go for Dibaba. Still has chances of the world record. Don't forget, it's 3:50.46. Can she be strong in the last 150? The crowd are on their feet. They're being urged to try and support her in here. Dibaba, this is going to be one of the quickest 1500s ever. How fast will it be? She's got it all to herself. Hassan's struggling now in second place. She's charging towards the line. It's going to be very, very close. Genzebe Dibaba breaks the world record. A world record. Another one for Genzebe Dibaba. Unbelievable.